Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Before I sort of officially launch in here, I'd be remiss if I didn't take a moment to acknowledge that our chair, Teresa Leger Fernandez, couldn't be with us here today because her brother, unfortunately, suffered a heart attack and passed away this week, and Teresa rushed to his side. The women in this country are disproportionately the caretakers and the tenders of their family, and that's exactly what our chair is doing right now for her family. I'm Congresswoman Hillary Scholten, proudly representing Michigan's 3rd Congressional District in the United States House of Representatives. I'm the first woman and mother in West Michigan history to represent our community, our part of the country, in Congress. It is such an honor to stand for my community at this particular time when the rights of women and girls in this country and indeed around the world are under attack. I stand here with incredible leaders from across our caucus and across the country. For the past few weeks, women and families across America have borne the brunt of a chaotic start to President Trump's second term. President Trump, along with Elon Musk, an unelected, unaccountable businessman, have sown chaos that is keeping Americans, particularly women and children, from accessing the critical resources and information that our communities rely on every single day. Make no mistake, and don't believe the hype, Democrats have been hard at work trying to stop the chaos and help the individuals on the ground who are bearing the brunt of this trauma. I know my team has been hard at work helping Head Start programs access the funding that they need to provide critical early childhood education, help families have access to the child care that they need. Just a little over a week ago, every single Medicaid portal in this country was shut down. Republicans did that. And Republicans in Congress are doing nothing to stop this chaos. They bear the responsibility of what is happening. The Democratic Women's Caucus is here to tell our neighbors back home and across the country that we are united in our fight for you and your families here in Congress. Let's make one thing crystal clear. The chaos of this administration does nothing to help women and working families across the country. They think that by freezing federal funding and seizing independent agencies, taking money that was democratically allocated through Congress to help working families, that they are going to somehow help working families. They will distract us from the fact that they're nominating cabinet picks who believe that women don't belong in the workforce, in voting booths, or military uniforms, but we're paying attention. We see them, and we are calling out the injustice. We know that these actions come at a real cost to women and families. In the most populated county in my district, federal funding freezes have hamstrung childcare and education providers like Head Start. If they can't access their federal funding soon, they won't be able to provide critical services in our community, including preschool, daycare, and family support visits. That means 77 preschool classrooms, 13 infant and toddler classrooms, and 9 home visiting classrooms will have to shut their doors to the families they serve. Just think about the impact, not only on those families, but on our workforce and our economy at large. That's just one county within our entire nation. To think about the scale of the damage of this funding freeze and what it has caused is truly mind-boggling. The women and children in my community and in this country deserve better. We all deserve better. The Democratic Women's Caucus remains committed to protecting our rights and enabling women and families to thrive. We are working with community members, like the folks at Head Start, to help them navigate these reckless policies, and we are working together to hold the Republican majority in Congress accountable for sitting idly by while the leader of their party continues to attack the very systems that help American families stay healthy and happy. There's a reason Trump is not bringing these policies through Congress. They wouldn't pass. They're unpopular with the American people, and they would not allow their democratically elected representatives to vote for them. As the first woman and mother to represent my district, I know too well how families across the country might be feeling right now. I can't imagine, as a young working mom, what would happen if my childcare suddenly froze one day. To all the working moms, to all the women across the country, we see you, and we will not stop fighting for you. It is now my honor to introduce Congresswoman Lois Frankel, Chair Emerita of the Democratic Women's Caucus. Thank you.
Old chair.